Hey there, and welcome. I'm glad you're here tonight. Before we begin our journey, let's take a slow breath together, in and out. Wherever you are, whether you've just settled into bed or you're lying back on the couch, I invite you to make yourself as comfortable as you can. Maybe pull the blanket a little higher, let your shoulders sink, and allow your mind to drift. If you like, leave a comment with where you're listening from and what time it is where you are. It's always wonderful to see how many of us are connected across the world. Now, imagine this. You open your eyes, not to the familiar glow of your bedroom ceiling, but to the dim interior of a canvas tent. The fabric walls ripple faintly in the morning wind, and the smell hits you first. Leather, sweat, smoke from the campfires outside. The air feels dry, dust clinging to your throat. From somewhere close by, you hear the rhythmic clang of a blacksmith hammering steel, each strike echoing like a heartbeat across the camp. And behind it all, low chanting, voices of priests intoning prayers in Latin. It is the 12th century, and you, somehow, have woken up in the heart of a Crusaders' camp. The straw beneath your head scratches your skin, and as you sit up, the rough woolen blanket slips from your shoulders. Outside, the camp stretches wide, tents of white and brown scattered across the earth, banners fluttering with crosses in red. Men are already awake, moving briskly, tending horses, sharpening blades. This is no dream. You are one of them, a knight. Beside your cot lies a suit of armor. At first glance, it looks like any other pile of metal, but as you reach for the coif of chainmail, you feel the weight. Hundreds of tiny rings, painstakingly linked, cold against your skin. Pulling it over your head is like stepping into another body, one that creaks and groans with every move. Then comes the padded gambeson, the linen stiff with sweat from battles past, laces tied snug against your chest. Leather straps tighten around your arms as a squire helps you fasten the steel plates that protect your shoulders. Piece by piece, the armor embraces you until you are no longer yourself, but a walking fortress of iron. And yet, under every buckle and rivet, there's a heaviness beyond the metal, the knowledge that every step forward today may be your last. Your sword hangs at your side, simple but deadly, its edge honed to a whisper. The shield, emblazoned with the symbol of the cross, feels like both a promise and a burden. When you lift it, your muscles strain, and you wonder how men fight for hours beneath such weight. Still, as the helmet lowers over your head, the narrow slit framing the world, a strange calm settles in. This is who you are here, a knight sworn to duty, to faith, and to war. Stepping outside, you find the other knights gathered, a brotherhood forged, not just of noble blood, but of shared hardship. Around a table, they break their fast, coarse bread torn with calloused hands, salted meat passed from one to another. Conversation hums in low voices, sometimes laughter cutting through, sometimes silence heavy with what is to come. You nod, and they nod back. No need for words. Honor and survival speak more loudly than chatter. You share prayers before eating, murmured in unison, each syllable part of a ritual that steadies the soul before battle. In these moments, even rivalry turns to brotherhood. You are all bound by the same vow, to fight and, if necessary, to die together. Then, the sudden blare of trumpets, horses snort and paw at the dirt, armored men scramble to mount, and the camp stirs into a storm of motion. Dust rises as boots strike the ground in unison. You swing into the saddle, the leather reins rough in your grip. Ahead, banners catch the wind, red and white snapping against the sky. The line begins to move, Slowly at first, then faster, the thunder of hooves rolling like distant thunder across the Levantine plains. Fear creeps at the edges of your mind, but so does a strange exhilaration. For a heartbeat, you are carried by something larger than yourself, a tide of men, steel, and conviction. And then, the horizon shifts. Enemy standards rise in the distance, dark against the sunlit dust. Trumpets answer with shrill notes, arrows loose with a hiss, and the sky grows black with feathered death. You lower your shield, your heart pounding like a drum. The first clash rattles through your bones, iron striking iron, men crying out, horses screaming. You drive forward, the weight of your lance crashing into an enemy shield. Splinters fly. You are thrown into the chaos of hand-to-hand combat, sword against sword, faces twisted with rage and fear. The air is thick with smoke and dust, the copper tang of blood filling your nose. Each movement is a desperate dance between life and death, faith and fear. And then, silence, or something close to it. The battle ebbs, leaving groans and whimpers in its wake. You dismount, legs trembling, and walk among the fallen. Friends and foes alike lie scattered, eyes staring unblinking at the sky. You kneel by one of your brothers, his chest rising shallowly, his lips whispering prayers. You press your hand to his, but you know he will not see the dawn. And in that moment, survival feels less like victory and more like a question. What is left of the soul after so much blood? As the sun dips low, painting the sky in bruised shades of red and purple, the camp regathers. Fires are lit, their smoke curling upward into the dark. You sit among the knights once more, the crackle of flames filling the silence. Some speak quietly of the day, others simply stare into the embers. You find yourself reflecting not on glory, but on the fragility of it all. To be a knight here is not to be invincible. It is to be human, armored in steel, but exposed in heart. The night grows deeper, the stars cold and sharp above you. The fire warms your hands, your eyelids heavy. Around you, the murmurs fade into the soft rhythm of men slipping into uneasy sleep. And as you close your eyes, you wonder, was this world ever truly about faith, or simply survival? Take another slow breath now. Let your body soften into the mattress beneath you, your mind drifting like smoke into the dark. You are safe here, in this moment, safe to rest, safe to dream. Sleep well, Knight of the Crusades. Tomorrow will wait.